Yeah, hey everybody, this is Ryan here with you again. It's Sunday, April 26th. I'm up here in Spokane, Washington, and I just want to do an update on the COVID-19 event, deal, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so kind of jump right into that. I'm going to kind of be out of the box here for the next couple days. Actually got a load going out of Canada, British Columbia, and I'm going to have to drive across Canada over to Minneapolis. But the thing, my wife said something about my CV cable, so said I had to move that out of the way. Next thing, my steering wheel is going to be in the way or something, so that's over there now. So I'm kind of proud of my CV. So, but anyways, but yeah, I've had pretty good rates. Like I said, I did my settlement statement video over the month of April. Had a good the last couple weeks. I had a good load on this particular trip. I had a really good load out of Detroit, Michigan, out to Pittsburgh, California, which is right outside, you know, on the east side of the Bay Area there, on the side of the mountains, or the hills, whatever you want to call them. I did about that load, you know, after all expenses. I did almost $3,000. I got a load out of Fresno coming up to up by Burley, which is up by Twin Falls, Idaho. That load was paying $4 a mile on the load board rate, so it was like $2.85 to me. And then I got a load out of Salt Lake City coming up here to Spokane, Washington, which I'm delivering tomorrow morning. That was at $3.79. So those two loads, like at 1,600 miles, including the deadhead, I guess, 1,700 miles. And I'll probably see it next Wednesday here. I guess it'll be the 29th. I should see close to a $3,000 paycheck for those two loads, maybe $2,800, $3,000 after expenses and fuel. And since fuel's been cheap, so it's been a pretty good week. I got up here though. I've been looking at loads out of Spokane. I got a 500-mile radius set up, and since I got the load coming up from Salt Lake City to Spokane, and it's terrible. I expected to see a lot more, because like that 500-mile radius puts me all the way out into you know, over to Seattle area, and all the, you know, all those other little towns, ports and all that around there. It puts me in the Yakima, puts me all the way into Portland, and puts me all the way, you know, back into Idaho and all that. It doesn't get me to Salt Lake City, but it puts me into a lot of different areas, and there has been absolutely nothing. Actually, I got a load out of British Columbia, Canada, about 200 miles north of here, up at Nakusp. I can't pronounce it. It's Nakusp, Nakusp, I believe it's called. So I got a load out of there of cedar mulch that actually has to get like pushed into my trailer. It's loose mulch, so I guess we're gonna load it with like a skidster, and it's probably gonna be a big mess. It's heavy. I got that at $1.95 load board rate, so it's basically at $1.30 to me, which is a lot lower than I like to be, but I guess it's better than driving. I'm not gonna drive across the mountains and deadhead into California. I mean, there's stuff down there, but I'm not gonna drive 600-700 miles into California for free. And so really, pretty much my only alternative was to deadhead almost all the way over to Fargo, North Dakota, because there's still, those states didn't shut down. If you haven't been watching the news, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Oklahoma, Wyoming, none of those states actually closed the businesses and stuff down. There was 9 states in the U.S. that haven't. So there's still a little bit of stuff coming out of there. Even though it's not that great to begin with, but pretty much I was almost looking at driving from Spokane over to Fargo, Minneapolis area, to get something that would pretty much just pay my cost to get me back home, because I've been out for you know, 2 weeks and kind of looking to get back and into my rotation. But so yeah, if you're a Landstar, or if you're anybody else and you're coming up to Washington State, or Oregon for that matter, Northern Oregon. I've seen some stuff coming out of Southern Oregon. We got there's a cabinet account down there, down on Grants Pass and all that, Klamath Falls. You might be all right down there, but if you got a good load coming up here, I mean, go ahead and stand by. That unless there's been a lot of loads coming out of Canada. So luckily, like I said, I have a passport and I'm qualified to go to Canada and come out of Canada. So like I said, I got that load, and at least I'll make it'll pay my fuel, plus I'll make $1,000 for you know, for 3-4 days, which is a lot less than I like, but it's better than nothing, and probably more than some people are making. But so that's kind of the status of things right now out here. And the load board, I mean, I think there's a couple of days there's only 20,000 loads on the Landstar board, then it kind of picked up. I've seen like 25,000 loads. There are, like I said, if you've been watching the news, there's a couple of states are going to be their stay-at-home orders and all that are ending on the 30th. So there's going to be you know, a couple states opening back up, and hopefully freight will pick back up after that. I'm actually hoping there'll kind of be a surge. I mean, once you that stuff kind of opens back up, then you know, they're going to be ordering stuff. You know, restaurants and all that type of stuff kind of picking back up quick. So my plan is I'm doing this Canadian load over to Minneapolis, delivering on Friday, May 1st, and then I'm gonna try to get something back over to Ohio. Then kind of lay low for a week and a half, 2 weeks. I got a lot of farm stuff to do. We got 2 high tunnel greenhouses to put up, so if you watching our farm videos and stuff, kind of be watching out for those, because we got to kind of, if the weather's good, we got a lot of stuff going on over there. I'm kind of excited about to get set up. So that's kind of the way I planned this. I kind of, you know, in my first coronavirus video, if you watch that, I kind of predicted that you know, there was going to be a kind of a surge and a cliff. And I think we're kind of at that point with some states, and I think it's a good opportunity for me, anyways, to, you know, kind of coinciding with spring work, farm work. I can kind of take my time off to do what I need to do, and then get back on the. Hopefully things will pick back up mid-May, end of May, and get back on the road and start making money again on this side. But yeah, so that's where I'm at, and so that's the information I had to pass on. And as far as that goes, I mean, every place I've been's basically normal. I mean, every place is, all the pickups and deliveries, nobody's freaked out or acted weird or anything like that. And I've been able to get showers and meals. And like I said, there's one of the videos I did, there was a couple saying that you couldn't get a meal or showers or park anywhere. And I said, if you're up here, yeah, no shortage of parking here. So I mean, but like I said, just trying to keep you all up to date, and take it or leave it. That's the info I got out here on the road. And I said, I'm going up to Canada tomorrow. I have very kind of limited data up there. I only get 500 or half a gig a day, so I won't be able to upload. My wife I send my videos to my wife, and she edits them and posts them. So I won't be able to upload anything when I'm up there. So it'll probably be midweek before I post any further videos or post any updates. But as soon as I get back on the North Dakota side up there by Minot, I'm actually going up to I got to go up to Revelstock, then come across the Trans-Canadian Highway. And I haven't been that way before. I've been on the other side, you know, by Vancouver and all that in BC. But I haven't been across the Trans-Canadian there, so it's going to be a new experience for me, and I'm going to do a lot of videos, and I think it'll be one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences. So I'm kind of excited about get some videos of that, and you all can watch out for those videos. So, and but again, if you like the video, like us, and I'll keep putting them out there, and subscribe, and hope it all helps you out.